anyhow.
We cannot allow the ganja train to leave the station without Jamaica.
Is Jamaica on board? Do farmers have the money to pay for their ticket on the ganja train?
It's a bad situation. In Canada, I've heard people come back and brag about getting a deal where they'll be paying only up to $1 a gram for ganja. That's terrible.
Bring your concerns, questions and suggestions to the RGR Gleaner Group's Town Hall meeting on the ganja industry. Thursday, November 1 at the Jamaica College Auditorium, 189 Old Hope Road, St. Andrew. Watch or listen to the live broadcast starting at 8:30 p.m. and all guests should be seated by 8 p.m.
Still ahead, we're going to talk with Richard Dickey Crawford about the growing global industry, which happens to be the topic up for discussion at this Thursday's Town Hall meeting. So before talking to him, we're going to find out some more details about that meeting with Andrea Chisholm. Morning, Chizzy.
Good morning,
Welcome to Small Jamaica. It's morning time.
Thank you.
So it's another Town Hall meeting. When, where?
All right, so this town hall meeting is going to be at the Jamaica College Auditorium, 189 Old Hope Road, and it's this Thursday, November 1.
Okay.
We're asking everybody that's coming, if you're going to actually be there to support and to ask questions, give your suggestions or raise a concern, you should be seated by 8 o'clock. And then for those of us who are out of town, for those persons who are out of town, etc., and even those in Kingston who are not going to come to the meeting, they can tune in at 8:30 on JNN, TVJ, RGR 94 FM, or Power 106 FM.
All right. Who are going to be some of the panelists?
All right. So we have, for example, Hyacinth Lightburn, who's the chairman of the Cannabis Licensing Authority. We have Mr. Rick Harris, and he's the director of industry in the Ministry of Industry, Commerce, Agriculture, and Fisheries. We have president of the Jamaica Bankers Association, Maurice Ellis, and David Noel, rather. I soon get to Maurice. David Noel, of course, you were telling me something about him earlier. You know, funding has been an issue for the ganja industry. So Mr. Noel, David Noel, will be the guest as the president of the JBA. And we also, now for Mr. Maurice Ellis, who is the representative of the Jamaica Ganja Growers and Producers Association. And from the University of the West Indies, we have Dr. Kadawami Knife.
All right, so we have a nice mixture of people who are very, very versed on the industry, not just on the industry, but in terms of economically, what it can do for Jamaica. So you're saying if people have questions, it doesn't matter who you are, they can make their way down to the town hall meeting?
Yes, they can. If you're in Halfway Tree, you can take a number 75 and come up to Jamaica College, or you can take a taxi and come there. And we've also invited stakeholders in the Ministry of Health.
Okay.
And, for example, the National Council on Drug Abuse and the Jamaica Medical Doctors Association, etc. So a wide cross-section of stakeholders are expected to be present, and we're looking forward to it.
All right. So that's live on TVJ, JNN, Power 106. This Thursday, Jamaica College Auditorium. Guests should be seated by 8. Come with your questions, concerns, and suggestions. How have the town hall meetings been working? You think been pretty successful in terms of allowing people to air their views?
I think so. Just recently, Sports had one about academic versus sports at the Michael University. That was pretty interesting. And I'm sure persons will remember the one we had at the Woolmer's Auditorium, where we spoke about the National Heroes Park Redevelopment Project. That was must-watch television in the night, and a lot of persons tuned in for that, and the reception was quite good. And we expect that this town hall meeting will be no different.
Who will be hosting?
The host will be, the panel discussion host will be Dion Jackson Miller.
All right, nice. So please make your way down to the Jamaica College this Thursday. If you are a member of the industry, want to be in the industry, just want to get information about it, please make sure you're a part of the town hall meeting. Thank you.
No problem.
Andrea, for being with us. TVJ journalist Andrea Chisholm. We're going to take a break, but more on Smile after this.